Hey gang, old bit collector here. Thought I'd give you an update on the Micromite companion project. We got our test order in, and like a good test order, it showed us all the things that we missed. It's amazing how that happens. You look and look and look, and you don't see it until it's either on paper or on PCB. So we're pushing out the order now that has the fixed version of the board, and we expect to have it for sale in about 2 weeks. That gives us 2 weeks to refine the software and add features and do all kinds of other fun stuff. And I thought I'd show you some of the things that we're working on here. So what I've got is I've got a nunchuck controller tied to the I2C bus of the Micromite companion on our board. And I'm not going to pan down to it. It's going to ruin the focus on this video. This poor camera is doing just good enough like it is. But I'm going to show you the software side of it right now. So in my last video, I showed you how we had basically come up with a way to make propeller sprites and tiles as ASCII text files that we could load into the editor, and they look something like this. Let's go ahead and load one of those in. We'll load an SPR or sprite file in, and if I type edit, yeah, there it is, just like I showed you before. There's my little robot Squint. He's there. There's Sprite 0, Sprite 1. You can do sprites this way. It's not really any fun. So Carl, Roadster on the forum, he's been working on a solution to this problem, and I'm allowed to release this version, which is an early version of what he's got in mind, of a sprite editor that's designed to run on the system. And so let's run that editor. I'm going to run Control B to run SPR edit.bin. This is a propeller-based program. It's going to allow me a way to make sprites I can see while I'm doing it here. So let's go ahead and load that same file. There they are. Now it looks a little better. You're looking at Sprite 0 again, but now you can tell exactly what he is. And I can page up and page down through my sprites here. Let's see, hey, there's a blank tile. Let's do a little sprite building here so I can toggle pixels. Like that. Now Carl's given us some nice tools to play with as well. So if I hit T for tools and go down here, let's try the fill command. That's kind of cool. And here, let's go down and put down to the palette and put some more colors on our sprite. And you just load this thing up with plenty of colors. Let's do a little yellow. Yeah, this is a really weird looking sprite now. And let's see, I want to move this sprite around, so we'll jump over to tools and I can shift it like that. I can spin it around. I can copy it. I can paste it. So what Carl's got in mind, when this product is completely finished, it'll be a little bit like Gary's Kitchen's Game Maker, is I think what he's got in mind here. And he's got some features that are rattling around in his head that I think are going to just be fantastic. But right now we've got a basic sprite editor that's good to go. So let's not save this awful sprite. I'm going to go ahead and reset the system. And let's load an actual demo that uses a sprite. So Control L, robo demo.bas, and we'll edit that. And here's a little basic program. And again, what I'm doing here is I've got the Wii Nunchuck controller on the Micromite's I2C bus, along with the propeller as an output device on the same bus. And I'll be reading things from the controller and using them to control sprites on screen in BASIC. So right now, as a matter of fact, if you read through that a little bit, you can see move equals up, that I'm doing 3 moves and 3 sprites. So I'm going to be doing some page flipping there. What Carl's got in mind with the later versions of the sprite editor, we'll actually be able to do a sprite in one command that'll animate. So it'll be even easier than what we're doing now. But here's the code here to read the Wii controller and send that data back. If the Wii controller is being moved, send it back as right, left, up, and down. So let's actually run this thing and see what it does. Now, you have to forgive the camera. It's going to be a little blurry. On my monitor, it is crystal clear, sharp, pixel perfect VGA. But sorry about the camera. But you're probably getting an idea. My little guy here is actually waiting for me. His eyes are blinking because I haven't moved him, and I'm gonna go. There we go. Let's go right and left and up and down. So understand, I am not an animator. I am not a game maker. I did this in about, I don't know, about an hour to put together this little demo. And we've got some tiles up here for him to walk in on. These are some character tiles that I've edited and changed into hopefully kind of look like grass and walls. But the basics are here. And this little demo, this one's running about 10 to 12K. I could probably tighten it up a little bit. As Carl says, I tend to use really long names for things only because when you're reading my code, I want you to understand how it worked. But I could probably tighten this down quite a bit and develop a little game here. I think the next thing I need to do is my little robot needs to be able to shoot, and so I'll have to do a sprite of a bullet coming away from him going either direction here. So we can even go off screen here. Oh, there he comes around, back around the horn, and off the screen and back around again. So, you know what's kind of fun about this is I spent most of last night, you know, drawing the sprites, finishing up what they should look like, and then I got into doing the code right before the chat, our Saturday night chat. And what was kind of cool about all of this is I really didn't do a whole lot of editing on mode for spin code. In other words, it's powerful enough right now to play. And I spent most of the time I spent was playing in the basic, manipulating the sprites, learning how to animate a sprite so it actually, well, kind of looks like he's walking. I'll show you another one that I did that's was a little earlier here. Let's see, let's go ahead and get out of this, and let's see if I can make my other demo run here. Let's see, load chicken run dot basic. And let's edit this, and it looks like I've got it set up correctly. I don't know what, this may crash. It was an older program, but let's see what happens here. Well, it didn't crash. It also didn't come up in the right colors, but that's okay. My palette was a little different on this one. He was, the feet were brown on the original version of this, and the top is gray, so I'll have to go in and make some adjustments to the palette. But this was my earlier chicken run demo, and again, I am not a game programmer and I am not an artist, which proves we're onto something here, because if I can do this, anybody can do this. We've made the power of the propeller accessible, and it's only going to get cooler from here. So here's the deal, gang. In approximately 2 weeks, boards are on their way, a limited order of boards. I'm going to set up for pre-orders here soon. If you want to get a board in this first order, you need to get on our forums and speak up. They're going to go fast. We'll put another order out, but they're going to go really quick. And so definitely, if you want to get involved, get over to forums.propellerpowered.com. You know, if you have our PEB product, which is our other board we came out with a couple months ago, it's really easy to plug a Micromite chip into the breadboard area, hook the Wii controller with a little breakout into the I2C line connections, and create, for now, your own Micromite companion based on the propeller. The boards are very, very similar to each other. It's just that the board coming out will be dedicated for this, where the PEB board is a general propellers experimenter board. So, hey, get on the forums. I'm posting the code to all this stuff this afternoon. By the time you see the video, it'll be up there. Grab the code. Let's do some animation. Some of you, I know some of you got better sprite drawing skills than me. Get up there and put some sprites out for us. Let's start building the library, some fun things everybody can play with. See you on the forums, guys. Talk to you later.